Fitbit's acquisition of Pebble a little over a year ago took away one of the smartwatch market's most compelling options. So when the Fitbit Ionic hit the market last fall, I had high hopes that I'd find the best features of Pebble within it. As usually happens with high hopes, mine were dashed. But then again, maybe I was shopping for the wrong reasons. I'm Mr. Mobile, and this is the Fitbit Ionic Review, brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. A lot of folks had some hot takes when the Ionic debuted, present company included. Aesthetically, it's probably still the most polarizing wearable out there. But whether it's the blue and orange paint job, the matching textures across buttons and band, or this incredibly bright high-res display, I warmed up to it very quickly once I finally stuck it on my wrist. As you can see, the custom watch face selection is already quite healthy too. Beyond the looks, it's built well. Its step counts were accurate, according to the Motive ring I wore alongside it. The bands can be swapped more easily than any smartwatch I've tested. The latch and pin keep it on your wrist no matter what, and it's water-resistant to 50 meters. Fitbit has been making fitness trackers for almost a decade, and it shows with the Ionic. Even the magnetic charger does its job without a fuss. My favorite thing is how little you need to use that charger. In a world where most Android and Apple watches make you top up every other night at least, the Ionic can go 4 days between charges. That means you can forget your charger on a weekend trip and still be fine. Also, if you don't mind wearing a watch to bed, you can leave it on your wrist overnight and track the quality of your sleep. As someone who wore a Pebble for the same reasons, it's nice to have these features back in a more modern package. Oh, and when your battery does start running low, you have the option of getting an email to remind you to charge, which I think is kind of cool. Unfortunately, Fitbit hasn't been as successful in porting Pebble's software. There's no real personality or fun in the impassive Fitbit OS, which I could forgive if it worked well. But everything about the Ionic feels just glacial. Notifications, scrolling, the screen waking up when you raise your wrist, even simple actions like opening apps keep you waiting. Also, whereas on more mature smartwatches you can reply to messages right from the device, on this you can only read them. And depending on the app, even that's not guaranteed. That's if the notifications arrive on your wrist at all. My first couple days with the Ionic, I thought it was defective because I just wasn't getting alerts. But then Fitbit told me that it wasn't compatible with my Pixel 2 XL. Google's flagship smartphone running stock Android that's been on the market since October is not officially compatible with the Ionic. Here's the thing though, as a fitness tracker, the Ionic is really impressive. The Fitbit app is the friendliest, most powerful health hub I've ever seen. It makes it very easy to understand how much exercise and sleep you're getting. It talks to other apps like Lose It, and there's both an excellent community of users and great customer support backing it up. The Ionic itself has a slew of pre-programmed exercises, along with built-in GPS, offline Pandora support if you pay for Pandora, mobile payments. So, if what you want is an upgrade to a previous Fitbit, like the Blaze, yeah, you'll probably love this thing. And that brings us back to why I'm the wrong customer for this. The whole reason I wanted to review it was because Fitbit positions the Ionic as not a fitness band, but as a smartwatch. And I'm sorry, but it's just not a very good one. For the $299 this thing costs, I'd be much happier buying a Samsung Gear Sport or Apple Watch Series 1, either of which would save me $50 in exchange for sacrificing some features. Now, I'm very eager to see Fitbit's next generation smartwatch that will presumably bring the full force of the Pebble acquisition to bear. Until then, I can only recommend the Ionic to those who want less of a smartwatch than a new wrist coach for their workout. And to look as good as you feel after one of those workouts, try out today's sponsor. Dollar Shave Club sent me a starter set to try out, and for a limited time, new members can get the same set for only $5. The link is dollarshaveclub.com/MrMobile, and you get trial-sized versions of their popular shave butter, body wash, and One Wipe Charlies. For me, though, the Executive Razor is the real showpiece, with a premium weighty handle and a full cassette of cartridges. And what do you know? It's actually a pretty comfy shave. Like, no joke, I just shaved in the studio, and now I look less like a scoundrel, and I smell good, too. It's nice. Treat your face and body to the same magic, and save yourself the hassle of overpriced razors behind locked grocery store cabinets. Snag your starter set at dollarshaveclub.com/MRMOBILE, or just click the link in the description below. Folks, if you have a Fitbit, I'd like to hear about your experiences with their products. Sound off in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss future reviews of other wearables, Fitbit and otherwise. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay mobile, my friends.